Hey, what is this? Photo show number 309, April 19th, 2020. We are here from a safe, socially distanced quarantine in the northeast suburbs of Atlanta. Everybody is doing well. I'm just posting the link over on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to join in, hopefully we'll get a couple people pop in here. So one more week of quarantine madness. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe and healthy and all of that. It's kind of a little cool and rainy here in Atlanta today. But not bad. Pollen is getting out of the air, which is good. We don't need pollen in the air. That is for sure. Hey, look at that. There's some guy from Arizona there. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, man.
How are you?
All right. Yeah, I had to close that other window I had open. There we are. I was getting double the. And, it's funny because now I get the option for the green screen.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I've thought about that. I can get one for like $15. I mean, just a little thing that pops up, put it in the back, right back here, and we coming to you from from a nude beach in France or something like that. I mean,
right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know why I don't. Do you see it now that you're hosting?
No. Where is it?
It's weird, isn't it? That when you're hosting, I don't see it.
Yeah. No, I'm wondering. Okay, settings. I don't see it there. I see banners.
Yeah.
That's fine. Settings. Oh, okay. I got to click on settings, and I can click on green screen.
Oh, okay. So it is there. All right.
Yeah. So if I do that, I don't know what that is. Am I seeing it? Virtual background, none.
Yeah.
And then if I close it, I don't know. Yeah, but no, I have to open up settings. Whereas for you, it just shows up, right?
Yeah, I just, you go to and it's the.
James is in front of a blue screen right now.
That's the rule.
Oh.
Yeah. I could open the door and break it up for you.
Well, he's cheating then. That's what he's doing. He's cheating.
Yeah.
I told you last week I moved from my laptop and my desktop from the table here in front of the window, so now you can see me better.
The light's a lot better. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a nice
So now I can be nosy, look out the window at everyone walking by.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. You can be the grumpy old guy that lives on the corner that yells at people when they walk by. Not that you're old or anything, just
Yeah.
I remember that. Thank you.
I prefer just to make it more challenging. Just keep everything dark and
a man who lives in a cave.
Yeah, exactly. Having the high life today, the champagne of beers.
Oh, okay. And I am consuming a traditional lager from Yuengling. So I'm assuming your case showed up last night then.
Yeah,
it was ready for you when you ended the show.
It was ready for me and cold.
Oh,
so yeah,
can't beat that. And James, are you drinking tea?
Yeah, I always have a cup of tea. I'm not thinking about 5 or 6 teas a day.
Okay, that's good.
It's like basically when I walk in the house, I put the kettle on. If I get up in the morning, put the kettle on.
Okay. Now, is it regular, proper English breakfast tea, or do you drink Earl Grey or green tea, or what?
It's Tetley's.
Tetley's? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't go loose leaf. You go.
That's the bag. Yeah. Okay. Good. Hey, Wes.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Good.
Quarantine lockdown week 4. Everybody's still doing okay?
Yeah, I don't know what day it is anymore.
What
week it is, I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it?
What month? Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of strange how it all kind of runs together. Hey, Dennis.
How you doing, guys?
Excellent. So how are things in lockdown in the UK right now? Are we still surviving?
Yeah, nothing changed much here.
Nothing? Okay. Now, has your prime minister gotten out of the hospital yet, or is he still in the hospital?
No, he was released and he's gone to Chequers, the Prime Minister's residence.
Okay.
He's not back at work. He's still convalescing, they said.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say he went to the auto parts store.
Or drive-through. He's getting burgers. Isn't it a burger place too? Isn't there?
Yeah,
Tucker's?
burgers.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's having to stay in this massive detached property in the middle of a massive grounds garden. It must be terrible.
So he's got the Downing Street address, and then Chequers is like their own little estate for him.
Yeah. It's one of the it's the Prime Minister's residence.
Okay.
Official.
I thought Downing Street was the Prime Minister's residence.
Yeah. 10 Downing Street is the Prime Minister's London address.
Oh, okay. So he's got a city home and a country home then.
Yeah, but it's not his, of course. It's states, you know.
Yeah.
Prime Ministers use it. They stay there now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's
Hey,
kind
Dennis,
of
let me show you a quick thing. Can you see that?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you about this stand for my phone.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
So is it a table stand for your phone then?
all it does, it just stands like it holds the phone like that. I haven't bought it yet. I just ordered it.
Oh,
And then
Oh.
it
Yeah,
stands
that's
above the
nice.
camera.
yeah. I have one of these. Yeah.
There you go. Joe's got one.
Yeah.
And that's a charging one, isn't it, Joe?
You
Yeah.
can
This one charges. Yeah.
Okay. So yours has it has adjustable height then, so you can use it as a camera then, basically.
Yeah, because when I talk to Dennis during the week and he's asking me to do things, I say, hold on a minute, let me put the camera down. Oh, I'm holding on one hand with the camera and the other hand trying to do things. And I said, this is stupid. So I
Yeah.
found one of those and I thought that'd be great. I could put it in front and I'd have two hands.
Okay.
Yeah, we were playing with the GIMP and he has to have the camera looking at the screen so I can see what he's doing so I can talk him through bits. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. But of course, sometimes you have to push the shift button, shift Z to go back and
Mhm.
you know, you need two hands.
Yeah. So, well, yeah. Unless you grew up in Chernobyl, you probably only have two hands.
Yeah, this is
not.
true. Yeah.
You might have
Exactly.
an extra arm.
That was a pretty good series on HBO too. If you
I
watch.
started watching that and I haven't. Although now we don't have HBO anymore, which we're not too. Did you see that thing I sent you about? We got we were using AT&T now,
Yeah.
and apparently they stopped putting the app on Roku TV, but I didn't know that. And we were having issues, and I'll just uninstall the app and reinstall it. And once I uninstalled it, I couldn't find it again. I'm like, damn. And
If
it's gone. They don't
Right now, if you have, I don't know about on other devices, but on Apple TV, and I was just going through it a few hours ago, you go through the Apple TV Plus app, and then you can see a whole lineup of HBO shows
Okay.
for free right now. HBO and Epix are trying to get you to watch their content, as well as Apple TV Plus some content. So
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find. Really, we watch mainly Westworld and a couple other things on there. But I saved $30. We switched to YouTube TV.
okay.
I saved like $35 a month because they didn't have local channels before, but now they do. So we've got all the local channels for our area, which is good. Plus all the other stuff that we watch. So I'm even deeper into the Google ecosystem now.
Yeah. They have their stronghold on us.
Yeah, they do. They do. So
Right, but a lot of these apps are coming out now, and if you want to watch this show, you have to go to that app. If you want to watch this one, you have to go to that. And you have to subscribe to all these flipping apps. It's getting
mhm. Yeah, we have pretty much Netflix and then YouTube TV. Those are the two things that we use, and that gets us everything except HBO. And I could probably find HBO Plus. Is that the one where it's It's kind of like on-demand HBO. That might be the way to do it.
Yeah, it's but at least now you're not paying for stuff you don't want to watch. If you don't want to watch something, just cancel it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can cancel it. There's no penalty or anything like that. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing that has gotten better in the last few years for sure. Yeah, I just went to AT&T and said, "See ya," and they're like, "Wait, come back." And I'm like, "Nope, gone."
Yeah, I absolutely love and recommend insanely highly the HD Home Run. I bought it. It's completely free from that point forward. So don't
Right.
cost me a dime, no subscription fee, free TV over the air.
Oh, the HD. Oh, the thing you got to.
What's it called again, Joe?
The device is called an HD Home Run, and then you hook up an antenna to it, and it'll help you. It'll enable you to stream your over-the-air television, right to any device you want to. So I could put it on any TV, anything that comes over the air. I can put it on my phone right now. I can watch it right now while I'm watching you on the computer.
Yeah.
So
You don't pay for cable. I've got an antenna.
yeah. So if you have an antenna,
That'll work for you. It won't work for me because I can't get. We're like in a little hole, and we can't get anything over the air.
I do think some of my channels have pixelation, so I'm kind of used to it. So it doesn't take long. It says lost signal. Wait a little bit, it comes back. It beats paying for cable because I called them up and said I paid $70 a month just for cable, no phone, no nothing like that.
Right.
And I said, "Do you have any more promotions?" And they said, "No, you don't have a promotion for your site." I said, "Is it possible to come down?" They said, "No, if you can't afford it, go somewhere else." That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
That's good business.
yeah,
Yeah.
the HD Home Run is a wonderful device. I have the one with 2 tuners in it. You can get one with 4 tuners in it, and that's it. I mean, for me personally, it's just me. So
Mhm.
pretty hard for me to watch 4 things at the same time. So I just got a 2-tuner one. I think at the time it was, I don't know, somewhere around $70,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Mhm.
There's no membership fee, nothing.
What about that Fire Stick? Is it called Fire Stick? Something.
Yeah, if you were to get I have Apple TVs, but I also have Amazon Fire Sticks, and I have multiple Fire Sticks. I don't use them as much, but I do have it on those devices as well.
Yeah, I've got Apple TV.
Yeah, so if you have a Fire Stick or if you have a Roku, I even have it on my my Xbox.
Mhm.
They make an app for most devices. For some devices, you have to pay for the app, but it's a one-time fee. It's like that's it.
Yeah, but sometimes when you go to the HBO or something like that, or some channels, they ask you, once you press the button, to click on, they say you need to go to your subscriber.
Yeah. You got to prove that you're on a cable system or some other streaming system so they can.
Yeah. Well, like YouTube TV. When I used to have YouTube TV, that would enable you to get all these other services as well.
So you canceled YouTube TV after you got the HD Plus thing, the HD Home Run?
Oh, I canceled it before that. Yeah,
Okay.
I just got tired of paying for. I just wasn't using it. I just don't watch. Well, actually, I canceled it after last football season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So last year, at the end of that football season, is when I canceled the live TV.
Okay.
Do you not have a Kodi box, Joe?
A Kodi box.
Yeah. Are they illegal in the US?
Like so one of those boxes that's hacked, and then it enables you to get a lot of channels for free.
You can get just about everything on a Kodi box.
Yeah. You know what? I've looked into that, and I've looked into doing it myself. My issue is that once you go down that road, you're committed to it. You constantly have to update those things. They're constantly going down. You have to figure out how to keep them up.
Yeah.
That's just not my jam.
If you're going to use it Kodi, you better find a VPN server.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's all these other things that go with it. Exactly. So
Yeah.
And VPNs are fine. I had one for about a year. And, they're fine. They do what they're supposed to. But I don't have any of that anymore. I'm trying to cut down on my monthly subscription fees, man. That's
Well, I've just installed the new Linux satellite box,
Mhm.
and you can program that to become anything you want.
So it works well then, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I've only got 2 satellites in at the moment, and it's got 3,000 television stations on there.
I don't know if that's enough.
No.
Right, exactly, and still nothing to watch. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got 2,950.
Damn it, there's nothing on the satellite. I can't find anything to watch. Wow.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only good thing is, Joe, it's got 8 tuners, and you can record 4 stations on each tuner.
Wow,
So
on
it's-
each tuner.
Yeah, and I've tried it. Yeah, I was recording 31 different television
Dear
stations.
God,
Whilst watching another.
that's recording all television. For
The
crazy.
things you
pretty
do
much.
when you're retired.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
every day's a Sunday.
True,
Exactly.
The only thing is, when you call up the recording list, it's massive.
Oh, yeah. How do you find anything?
Fill
Yeah.
up your hard drive in a couple hours.
Yeah, you can stick a 5 gigabyte hard drive in there. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah, baby, take it off, James. Take it off, baby.
So I can't say there's nothing to watch anymore.
James is doing to raise a little money during the quarantine.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to.
Live stream.
Can you feed the dollar through the screen?
Is he trying to get you some super chat money? Is that what
I
it
think
is?
so. I was trying to help out with the super chat.
I was watching President Trump with his speech last night.
What's he saying?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Oh, he was going on about China. You know,
Oh, yeah.
having such a low death rate. He says, "Can you believe this?" Does anybody believe it?
No, I don't think anybody does.
You
Yeah.
listen to that guy, Dennis?
He says that America's going back to work soon.
Yeah, I don't listen to that guy. I don't pay attention to that guy at all. Yeah.
Yeah, he says you're past the peak, and you know it's all going to be okay. You're all going to go back to work.
But I was watching this afternoon, they were saying in New York it's gone past the peak.
Yeah.
That guy babbles. He babbles as much as the homeless guy on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I pay as much attention to the both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the only thing what intrigues me, Joe, is that Germany has got the lowest death rate,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems all they did was the testing. That they were doing 100,000 tests a day, and the people who had it were kept in quarantine. And and they've only had a couple of thousand deaths.
Yeah.
Really?
You know,
Wow, I didn't know that.
1,000 at the moment. Yeah.
Germany, I'm just looking. Germany has supposedly 4,500 deaths and 140,000 cases, whereas the U.S. 750,000 and 40,000 deaths.
Well, I think it's tough to compare everyone to us anyway, because you know, we still you know have gun rights. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of people that die from guns every year. We believe in that goddamn right to keep our guns. And
You can have a gun over here, but you're likely to die if you've got one.
We have an American right to die the way we want to. Thank you very much. Okay, we just insist that this is our personal way to die. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I want my guns and I want my McDonald's drive-throughs. Thank you very much.
We're not allowed guns, Joe, because we're insane in this country. Yeah.
Oh, and if I want a gallon-size thing of extra sugar Coke, then let me have it. Right, because I'm American, damn it. So give me my, and if I want to smoke a cigarette at the same time, let me have it.
Yeah, we're not allowed to smoke anymore. We're looked after. Our government looks after us.
Yeah. So you know, in all fairness to Germany, you know, they don't have the right to die the way they want to. We can.
Yeah. What's interesting. What's interesting on that same point, I mean, pretty much the whole of Europe is equal in population to the U.S. I don't know what Europe is, maybe 350 million people, including the UK and all that. So you really have to add up all the
All of
European
Europe,
countries to see how that compares to the U.S.
Yeah, because I think Germany kind of compares to like what, like Arizona,
like
or
California
something?
or something.
Does
Yeah,
it-
California or Arizona. I mean, I don't know what the population. Let's ask Alexa. What's the population of Germany?
According to the CIA World Factbook, as of 2017, the population of Germany is 80.6 million
Okay.
people.
80
Okay.
million. 80 million people in Germany. So one
Okay.
quarter of the population of the U.S. So yeah. So yeah, I mean it's tough to compare, but yeah, we're not testing it on a per capita basis as much.
That's still that's a very low number. I mean, what would that cost in America? My goodness. I mean, to do something like that,
Yeah.
to test every single person.
Yeah. No, we're still below average on a per capita basis.
Yeah, we're going up to 100,000 tests a day. That's what the government here has promised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
And
100,
to be equivalent to for us to be equivalent to that, Dennis, I think we'd have to be 1.5 million tests a day or something like that. Because what's the population of the UK? Maybe 40 million, 50 million, something like that.
got no idea. It's pretty crowded.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that though, that's what Germany did.
Yeah, but Germany, apparently they got the pharmaceutical companies that can produce the test. That it's all made there, you see. So
Yeah, a lot of it is.
Well, yeah, Germany,
there was no shipment around the world. You know, they had the stuff on their doorstep. So
they made it count, right? Germany makes the stuff that matters
Mhm.
in a lot of ways, you know.
Yeah.
They make the good cars. They make right now COVID tests. So
Mhm.
you know, it's almost better than oil right now at this point, right? If you make corona testing, right, you call your own shots. They could sell them like the price of oil, for Christ's sake. You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see because supposedly some states are gonna start. Well, did you guys run to the beach yesterday, Wes? Go over to Jacksonville and hang out on the beach? They opened up? No.
We'll wait for the crowds to die down a bit.
Okay. Literally for them to die down.
Yeah.
they're definitely going to die down. Yeah.
So the beaches are open over there. Is that what you're?
Some in Jacksonville, they are,
Jacksonville,
but not down South Florida, not down like in Palm Beach County. They're not open there yet, but they probably will be. So yeah, that's
Interesting.
Check back in a couple weeks and see what the spike in cases is in 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweden. I think it was Sweden or Switzerland. One of them didn't lock down. They still haven't closed their bars and their restaurants.
Mm-hmm. It's Sweden.
They got a massive death rate, especially in the old people's home.
Yeah. That's what's happening here too. A lot of the retirement homes, nursing homes are getting a pretty high concentration of people. Once people get it there, it just they're all vulnerable because they're all old. I mean that makes they're not the only population that's vulnerable, but they're more vulnerable than.
It's lucky we're not old, isn't it, Jimmy?
What's that?
It's lucky we're not old.
I didn't think what you said.
Yeah, he says it's only the old people who get affected, so it's lucky we're not old.
I'm staying in the house. Yeah. I walk twice a day and get my shopping once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Play safe. Yeah.
Really, I'll say really old, like in their 80s and above. Yeah, there we go. It saves each of you guys another 10 or 15 years at least. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not only old people. I mean, there's some real young people dying. There was a 28-year-old nurse died the other day.
Yeah. No, it does cover pretty much every age group to a certain extent. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some of our drivers for our company die in New York. We've had 3 drivers die.
Yeah, yep, in New York. Yeah.
Is that because they were visiting New York or they're from New York?
No, our city drivers in New York. Yeah, we've had 3 city drivers and one of our supervisors in New York also pass away.
Yeah. New York got hit hard. I mean, especially in the city area. How's it going, Pat?
Going all right. How you guys doing?
Good. Good. See, you guys are both in the same state. Joe's in his cave, and Pat's out in the sun.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got sunglasses, so he's
That's right.
he's a little more protected. Yeah. I'm like James. Me and Dennis, we stay indoors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless. In our caves, you know.
Yeah, it's creeping up here pretty quick temperature wise, and I'm a little scared for it's been great shooting all these McLarens and stuff, and mostly I just shoot them like on top of a parking garage, but once it's 110, 150,
Yeah, forget
and I'm
about
shooting,
it. Yeah.
Shooting 4 cars from 2 to 6 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah. Good
It's
luck.
gonna be pretty brutal.
Yeah. It's a little more challenging.
Pat, does the isolation count with you though?
Does what?
The isolation, like, supposed to be self-isolated.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but Arizona's very relaxed on that.
Very.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have supposedly there's a stay-at-home order, and they closed a lot of businesses to where you can't, restaurants are still doing takeout and all that kind of stuff. But actually, automotive dealerships are considered essential here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're still open, and then the other few people I've been working for, like the other day when I was shooting that Porsche Speedster, and I hopped on here a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I actually didn't interact with anyone at all. I just went to a garage, plugged in a code, took the car out, shot it, returned it, and didn't even interact with anyone. And McLaren, I interact with one guy. He hands me the keys. I jump in the car, go drive, shoot it, drive it back. So it's actually worked out all right so far. And I don't see us, I don't see Arizona getting more strict. So I think I'm okay. I mean, business has slowed down a little bit, but, because the auction work has pretty much stopped. But these kind of more regular clients I've been working for, I still am getting work from them. Last week I shot 3 McLarens. I'm doing a shoot for a guy selling a car privately tomorrow.
Okay.
So.
Good to hear. Keeping busy. That's good. Yeah, Arizona has been pretty more on the less restrictive end of things. So that's
Yeah.
How about California? Have you getting anything out of California at this point, or is it pretty much done?
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I think interstate travel, they basically say essential only, don't do it kind of thing. So
Yeah.
no, I haven't done any of that at all. Hopefully, in a couple of months maybe. But who
Mm-hmm.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually
Hopefully
supposed to
things
go out
kind of
there.
get back
I mentioned
to
that
closer to normal by June. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking it feels like mid-June maybe, if we're lucky, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's going to be more the reality than May 1st. I think.
Oh yeah.
Overall, not much is going to change in the next 10 days. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's interesting, man, because we are one of the places that is talked about to come out of this first, so that they're already beginning the conversation of how do we come out of this here, because there's a lot of pressure on our local government to here in Arizona, especially here in Phoenix, to bring in the MLB and start this whole and I kind of personally think, I don't have anything to back it up, anything other than me, myself, and I. But I personally think the NFL is also helping the MLB trying to get things going, because if Major League Baseball could kind of get going, then I think the NFL thinks that, hey, so can we.
Well, they're in the advantage. Their season doesn't start until August, really.
Right.
So they've still got 4 months. So that's good. Whereas baseball, it's like, okay, everybody should be playing every day now. I mean, mid-April, everybody's had opening day, and everybody should be playing by now. So that's going to be a challenge. I hope they can do something. But yeah, like you're saying, they're going to have all these games and all these minor league parks throughout Phoenix. Everybody's going to be hanging out outside the stadium watching. So what are they going to do?
It's very interesting, because the Rams, as a season ticket holder, and then as a former Rams season ticket holder, they still send me information like I'm a season ticket holder. So they delayed the opening of their new stadium already.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting tell, because it's like, so Why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? Why did they? See, the NFL season starts before people realize it
Oh
starts.
yeah, it really starts in July.
Yeah, it starts pretty
Training camp
quick
and
here.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so we, I that's why personally I think that the NFL is kind of helping Major League Baseball do what it can to put some pieces in place to get going. I think so, but we'll see, man.
I think this is a bit premature, Joe.
It's interesting here in Arizona because, and Pat can probably verify this. I drive around our city all day, every day, and there's parts of it. If it wasn't for certain businesses being shut down, you would absolutely never guess that anything's happening here.
It's basically, it's like there's no rush hour traffic, really. But aside from that, it feels pretty much exactly the same.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a big difference. Around here, Atlanta, I mean, it is 80% traffic it's huge difference in traffic right now, which is great. I hope it stays this way, but it's not going to. I mean, everybody's just like, this is so great. And if you have to go out and drive, it's easy.
The traffic thing is interesting too, because it started when the governor made that ridiculous stay-at-home order, and it was literally that next day you could see the traffic had went up.
Yeah.
And then last week the traffic even went up some more. So to the point where Friday we had freeways shut down for the first time since this whole thing started. We had the 10 was shut down and the 17 was shut down because we had wrecks that were so bad. I seen probably 5 really bad car accidents, and that's something that hadn't existed in these whole weeks. When you would see a car, or at least I would see a car accident, it would be like, holy crap, there's a car accident. You know what I'm saying? And there's enough traffic now on a steady basis now. You would almost not guess that there was any. Like I said, there's certain parts where there's still a rush hour. There's still and they had the freeways shut down for several hours. 2 of them this past Friday.
Interesting.
It was that bad. And in my area of town where I live in South Phoenix, dear God, man, like right around 5 o'clock in my area, my personal area right here, it was almost like any other Friday afternoon. It was ridiculous. It was the amount of people that were out. It feels like right now, at least all I can speak for is Phoenix, but it feels like people are getting so sick of and used to this now that they're out, man. I'm not going to make another damn thing at home anymore. Get me out to some sort of restaurant. I don't care what the quality of the food is. Just get me some food. I don't have to make it home. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got a problem here though, Joe, because my daughter's fella, he's a paramedic, and
that's right. Yeah, you were saying that.
He's got it. He's off now because he tested positive.
Okay.
And now my daughter, who's the nurse at the hospital, she can't go to work. She's got a half late for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's in the middle of quarantine now too, huh?
Yeah. So
and she just got qualified, right, or something, right?
yeah, both of them. Yeah, she's just passed her university degree for nursing and that, and she's now can't return to the hospital for 2 weeks until she makes sure that she hasn't got it.
Yeah.
But the boyfriend.
How's he doing? Is he severe or is it?
No, he just. Well, she told him he had hay fever.
Okay.
They sent him for a test because obviously he's a paramedic. He can't go around people's houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy he works with got it, and then and he was sent home, and they tested him at the local hospital.
Mhm.
In 24 hours, he had his results, which were positive. So that's it. Now my daughter's been told by the hospital she can't come back till next month.
So she gets a negative test.
Well, no, they won't test her because she lives in the same house as the guy who's positive.
Oh.
They tested him. He's got it. So she automatically has to stay at home now for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, if she develops it, then they'll test her and
Test her in another week or so to see if she has it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my temperature taken for the first time on a delivery Friday as well.
Mhm.
That also happened Friday for the first time during this whole thing.
Hmm.
It was hot where you are anyway, Joe.
It is, you know what I'm saying? That kind of didn't. I was like, and then they had me sitting in the sun as it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, you want to take my temperature? Have at it. You know what I'm saying? But
It's really hot. You must have it.
exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
What was the
Okay, Bender? Oh no, not that kind of temperature. Okay.
what was the temperature? What was you doing? You just driving and they said, let's take the temperature, or what was the reason?
I was actually delivering at Walmart. It was for a delivery at Walmart to not a store, but the main distribution center.
Right.
And I've been questioned. Now, there's quite a few businesses now when I go for deliveries. They'll they have a form and they want you to fill it out and answer some questions. And that's pretty much, we do the same thing at my job. If you come for a pickup or a will call, then we give you a form as well, and you answer some questions if you've been sick or exposed or this and that.
Yeah.
But in Walmart's case, they also took my temperature, which is also an indicator of possibly being exposed.
Talk amongst yourselves. I've got to take a
Oh, okay, yeah. So that was pretty cool to me, because I'm like, hey, yeah, I mean, if my temperature's up, I really want to know as well. So, has anybody been keeping track of their temperature?
No.
No.
Hang on. No, I'm fine.
Yeah, I hadn't been, so I was actually anxious to get my temperature taken. You know what I mean? And then they had, they just had one of those gun type deals, which was. But yeah, I was actually happy to do it. I mean,
I've got a friend of mine who's a driver, and he's been turned away from delivering because he coughed.
oh yeah, no, yeah, oh trust me, yeah, no, I am extremely careful not to cough or not to sneeze or I have.
I feel like I've been that way for a couple months now. It's been like never cough in public.
Yeah,
Hold
because
it.
if you like, especially at the grocery store, I feel like, boy, because if someone coughs at the grocery store while you're in line, it's like, yo, you get kind of paranoid, right? It's like, hey man, what do you? It's one cough, you're like, okay, and then you're watching them. How did you cough? Did you cough into your elbow? Where did you cough at? You know what I'm saying? But if they cough a second time, you're like, all right, fool, get out of here.
Joe, when you're in the grocery store, do you have to stay 2 meters apart?
You do, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. When things are relaxed here, but they started, was it last week, Pat, or the week before? The grocery stores actually have lines getting into, well, if they're busy, they have spots for you to wait, for another person to come out of the store before you go in.
Yeah.
And they put markers down on the ground actually probably like a month ago, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, all spacing it out, and all the cashiers now have plastic guards in front of them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they actually, like the governor and everyone, suggested that if you ever go out, you should be wearing a mask. But I was actually just at the grocery store this morning, and maybe a quarter of people were wearing masks. It was hardly any. And most of the employees were not too. So
I don't see a lot of masks here. There are, and more people are wearing at least a face covering, at least like a bandana over their face or something. But to tell you the truth, I haven't wore gloves any more than I already have. I haven't wore a mask at all. I have a couple of the are they the 95 N95 mask? I think is that.
I think the whole thing with the mask is they actually don't protect you from getting it at all. Like 5% or something effective at that. The whole idea is to not spread it because there's so many silent carriers and whatever else. So the idea is actually to prevent you from giving it to someone, not you getting it. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it keeps it from you spewing it out as you cough or breathe or whatever. If you're
Yeah.
It's extremely challenging doing my line of work, trying to be safe and stuff.
Mhm.
It's just really difficult. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just tough, man. It's such a hands-on job. It can be a dirty job, and it's just it you know,
Yeah.
it's
it makes it tough for you to do your job if you have to do all that other stuff on top of it.
yeah, it's a risky job. Period. It's
Yeah.
there's a lot of using public restrooms for one. That's a peach tree of germs right there.
Mhm.
It's just I think about it, and I'm conscious now of how many public restrooms I use, but there's no avoiding it, man. If you got to go, you got to go,
Yeah.
and that's one of the challenging things of my job is there's not as many public restrooms that I can use now. So thank God for QT. I will say it to everybody. Love you guys. They're a godsend in this whole thing. We can count on as truck drivers. We can count on QTs being open. I can typically park at a QT and I can use a restroom, and they're a godsend. They keep those places super clean anyway. Even the Circle K, or some of them aren't letting us use restrooms anymore. Like they're,
So, Joe, you just haven't stocked up on Gatorade bottles?
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know what? But to some businesses' credit, they have, because they're not letting us in certain deliveries, not even letting us come in the building, and that's fine. I understand that. But some businesses, not even all of them, have at least put a porta potty out there for you to use.
Mhm.
But not many. It's just, I don't know. They won't let you inside, and some of these places make us wait hours for deliveries, and if you can't,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I won't tell you some of the gross levels you go to relieve yourself, but it's a reality of my job. That's what I'm getting at, is that there's certain things with my job that are just there's not, what are you gonna do?
They won't let you in, Joe. Just use the letterbox.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these places don't like it, but you gotta go, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's one part of the job, is just that public restroom part of it that you're always kind of at risk for. You're always
Yeah.
but what are you gonna do?
Well,
You still there, Pat? No.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
No.
now we can hear you.
Okay. I say for the longest time, there's been like a handful of restrooms, public restrooms, where they're like completely touch-free. You have like an auto-flushing urinal. There's no door, just kind of hallway to go into it.
Yeah.
The sinks are automatic. The soap's automatic.
Right.
And like those, more than ever, it's like everyone should just switch to that. It's so nice not to have to like touch anything.
You know what I was thinking, Mark, is isn't it funny how we've changed over the years? And maybe Dennis and Jimmy know this, but I remember hearing from people of my grandmother's age, because my grandfather is a retired milkman, retired teamster. The amount of delivery we had back in the day, coming out of the Great Depression and all that, where you had a milkman, you might possibly had someone bringing your bread, you had someone bringing your water, someone brought you ice for your ice box, like
Eggs.
your egg. The amount of delivery that we used to have, and now we're kind of getting back to that, aren't we? We think of it as new, but it's not. Like, we used to get not everything, but a lot of things delivered. And we got away from it, and now, what is old is coming back again, just in a different way.
Yeah.
And I find it interesting that we have so many drive-throughs these days, and we got away from the walk-up window. Like, if we just had walk-up windows, these things almost wouldn't matter, would they? I mean, you could still go to a walk-up window, and I remember being a kid in LA, at least, because I did grow up in LA, and walk-up windows were really common. All your popular burger joints all had walk-up windows. You would go order your food, and you waited, and those places wouldn't have to shut down at all. It would be
Yeah.
just business as normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, and it went the other way. Now it's coming back that way a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I remember as a kid, used to get a lot of stuff delivered.
As a matter of fact, see, where I grew up was not far from one of the first McDonald's ever. One of the first McDonald's was, right there in California. And it was a walk-up window. They didn't even have room for a drive-through. It was a walk-up window.
Mhm.
So and it had the big arches on the actual building, like
Yep.
you know what I'm saying. It was a walk-up McDonald's, and it's kind of funny that if they
Yeah.
were still like that, maybe along with the drive-through, they'd be just as busy as ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
It's kind of funny to me.
Yeah, I
that-
think.
Go ahead, Pat. Sorry.
Oh, there's still a fair amount of that in LA. It seems like whenever I'm out there, I notice that there's like a lot of bakeries or like donut shops and little burger places that still have the walk up. And I know a big thing now is the food trucks. I think they were deemed essential too, actually, because they're shutting down all the food stuff at these truck stops and stuff. And so people like you, if you can't get something to eat and you're on a long drive, you don't really have an option. So the food trucks they're almost like you said, like a walk-up restaurant where they're kind of isolated.
Yeah.
And you can, get a nice spaced line if you want to. And so it kind of makes sense to keep that going.
You know what, Pat? I've gotten it, and maybe you've seen it as well, but on on Instagram, and I've got a notice from our HOA that for food trucks, food trucks are advertising. I just saw it this past week. Pretty smart to advertise to the HOA, and then maybe on a Saturday they come to your neighborhood and have food right there in your own neighborhood. It's kind of a smart idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, people don't have to go out; they just walk up to the truck. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because they were already kind of exploding here in popularity. I know in California they've been a big deal for a while, but Arizona, kind of caught up. And with all these restaurants having to shut down and how much they have to pay for rent and stuff, you wonder if a lot of the, brick and mortar places are going to shut down and either the food trucks are going to keep going or switch to food trucks and do something like that because it kind of just shows the advantages of that. That you have to pay insurance and gas or whatever, but versus everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to the new Goldwater Brewing. They opened the tap house there in Mesa, and it's pretty darn cool because the way they did it, it's a small little suite inside of a strip mall, but it's all new. And the way they did it is they have big garage doors that open up, so it essentially turns into just a big patio.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that seems like a cool idea where you could just kind of walk up. You can't sit down. I've heard of proposals like that. Or maybe you said that, Mark, about Germany, like some of the places just getting rid of the tables and chairs and you could walk in and order.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And more and more restaurants are doing well. There's a couple of breweries around here that have done that same thing. It's just basically big doors roll up. There's the bar, and they have a food truck outside.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like what Zach is.
Yeah.
The same thing. It's just an industrial space. He's got 2 roll-up doors, and you walk in and sit down at the bar for the tasting, and then he has food trucks out there. So, yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more of that.
I wouldn't doubt if some of these people, at least some, a certain small number probably, are like, you know what? If we did have a walk-up window, we wouldn't be in as bad a shape. It was some sort of way for you to order without it coming into place.
Yeah.
That might be more of a push, especially in an area like Arizona where the weather is good and a lot of stuff is outdoors here anyway.
Yeah. It might not be as good as in Minnesota, but like Florida, US, we could do it here in Atlanta. 10 and 11 months out of the year, really. It's cold for about a month, and it's not even that cold.
The breweries here are doing drive-throughs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of the breweries are doing that, and then they're delivering. They relax the restrictions on delivering now, so breweries are able to deliver to people, it's funny. Everybody considers that alcohol to be an essential business. That's just so funny.
Yeah. Well,
Medication.
Well, the thing is that it kind of is because if you have like serious alcoholics,
Yeah.
like if they don't, if you don't have that, they actually have withdrawals that can kill them. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a weird thing where you have to
Yeah.
have some of that stuff open anyway. But
Yeah. No, it is. It is funny, especially down here in the South, where it's the Bible Belt and all that.
Yeah.
You're one of the first
Yeah.
ones. Nope, liquor stores and stuff is essential business.
liquor stores and gun shops.
Yeah.
They did that almost immediately. It felt like, stay at home and get drunk. Okay,
Mhm.
we encourage this.
We'll deliver the ammo for your guns. You can just stay at home and you can load up your guns.
Yeah, please just don't shoot everybody in your
Right.
house, but get as drunk as you want. And
Yeah.
that's the
Stay
way.
at home and drink. Yeah.
Stay at home and drink, man.
Stay the F at home and drink. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now, speaking of staying at home, let's take a look and see what we can do photographically. That's a terrible transition. I'm sorry.
Well, it was a nice.
I tried. It's the no, Pat. I think we'll start with the last one Pat posted. Was it last week? Yeah. This is actually Dennis's car. He brought it over. He's thinking of selling it. He got Pat to photograph it. Yeah, that was the last one last week. Beautiful car. Did this one sell, Pat? Do you know?
The no. Hopefully you can hear me. My connection sounds like it's awful, but
No,
it
can hear
did
you.
not.
Okay.
The reason I posted that one though is actually that the day I posted that was Sterling Moss had died.
Oh, okay.
Um,
The same day.
90.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
the only car that I've shot that he's driven, I think.
Wow.
I've
Okay.
seen some other ones, but yeah, that one was actually raced by him in period, and he's kind of considered like
Oh, yeah.
possibly the greatest race car driver of all time, or one of them
Yeah.
anyway.
One of the best. Yeah, that's for sure. Kind of in that, probably not most people's top
And I think
3 or 5. Yeah.
yeah, and that car, it didn't sell. I think it got up. The estimate was like 12 to 15, and I think it got up to like 10 or something. But the thing is, like, it was driven by him, but I don't think it has a whole lot of actual like winning history. Which with race cars, that's kind of what it's all about. It's a very, very well-known car,
Mm-hmm.
but
Not
like I
a lot
shot
of
that Le
victories.
Mans winning D-Type, and that one sold for $22 million because it won Le Mans. So
Yeah. This one raced in Le Mans, but it didn't win it. Yeah, type of thing. Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful car.
Yeah.
I would take it. Okay, I got Jose here. Spotted Toei. Taken from the San Joaquin Wildlife Preserve in Irvine. And this is with his, I'm assuming with his, I have to refresh it, probably with his 600 millimeter Sony lens, I bet. There it is. Yep. There it is. F8 at 600. This bird flew at Le Mans, I think.
Yeah, I think the bird flew there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Oh, this one was nice. Black neck stilt. Nice reflection in the water.
Looks like a West photo right here.
Yeah, it does. It's similar focal length, 600. Waterbird. It's neat thing about this is the color of the legs are just bright red. Nice reflection too. Very nice. Okay, so Dennis has been playing around with the Outlander again in GIMP, I'm assuming.
Yep, this was a couple more because it's pretty restricted what we can do at the moment. I was going some old stuff and reprocessing them in GIMP.
Yep.
And this, I took this one this week sometime, and wide open again. F1.2.
Yep. Yeah. It does give a great effect. It is very nice. So, are you helping? You and Jimmy working on GIMP? Has he been helping you?
Well, I just go in it now and again, do some slide bars, get fed up and get off.
Okay. Open it up, move stuff around. Go, oh crap! I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, this one's been officially approved by what's his name? Wilbur, right?
Yeah. This is the GIMP. Yeah.
Wilbur approved.
Yeah. This it's certainly got a certain glow, that lens at f1.
It does. Yeah. It's got that very like a dreamy. Yep. It's a neat, and the colors are great. I'm assuming you're not. Oh,
Yeah.
this one's kind of freaky.
Yeah, what I've done with this one was I put it through the GIMP and I sharpened it up and cropped it slightly to give a better view of the
Okay.
flower in the middle. You know.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
got a real 3D kind of.
Yeah, I think it just does your eyes in if you stare at it too long.
Yeah. You start getting dizzy. Yeah.
You get the effect that it's like a mirror behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, this is one that I done a little while ago, but I reprocessed it in GIMP. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So did you put a filter on it, or did you just dump it in?
No, I just done it again, but just done it in the GIMP.
Okay.
Yeah, because before it was done in Capture One.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, this time it was in Darktable and the GIMP.
Okay. Yeah, there's nice colors in there. That magenta, purple, and then the greenish yellow of the flowers. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, we're quite restricted what we can do at the moment because you're not supposed to go anywhere and do
Yeah,
it.
you get what one or is it one time out a day supposedly?
Yeah, you're supposed to just go out once a day, but
Okay.
today I was feeling a skip up.
Property? Dennis, even on your own property?
Oh no, you can go in the garden, do what you like on your own property. Yeah, it's just, you're not meant to go out unnecessary journeys to keep away from people.
Yeah.
So these are the government spies checking on you, making sure you're not going out too much.
There's a couple of the wild birds we got in Essex here.
Yeah. This is gimped.
Yeah, they've been gimped.
Oh, I didn't notice that the spider web, little cobwebs on them.
Yeah, I think basically gimp's brilliant. You know, I haven't even done 10% of it. What you can do.
Yeah, there's so much there to do.
It's huge. I'll have to play a little bit more with. I've done layers now, and crop things out, save PNGs. You know.
Yep.
You using it?
What was that?
Am I?
Well, yeah. Are you using GIMP?
Every once in a while. I haven't done too much with it in the last couple of months, but I have started playing around. Well, I got rid of Adobe, so if I want to do any editing now at this point for free, I've got to use GIMP. I mean, other than what's like on my phone or something like that.
Right.
So I pretty much got to use it. Now, I think this next image, I didn't use GIMP on this. This was I was standing in line at an essential shop that we were just talking about earlier, and a guy pulled up in his scooter, and this looks like a Chihuahua of some kind, but it's like literally just sitting in this box wrapped in a plastic bag on the back of this guy's scooter. And he just stayed there. The guy got off, got in line, was waiting in line. The dog just sitting there looking. So I get the impression the dog just rides around in the back of the guy's scooter all the time. It's kind of funny.
So that's his guard dog, is it?
Yes. Everybody gets near the scooter, he gets vicious.
Yeah, don't steal his bike.
But just kind of snapped with the old Motorola G5 Plus. But yeah, kind of interesting. Now, I think the scooter would probably beat this Carrera GT.
Yeah, it has no dog in it.
Yeah. What kind of car is this? No dog in the back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even compare. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, it's just not even worth the effort.
Yeah.
2005.
So Pat's gone off, so we can't ask him how many images this is.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet though.
Yeah. The look is just, yeah, it's great.
I drive by that racetrack that he's shot at not too long ago.
Okay.
I
All
drive
right.
by there. It's fun to watch. On any given day of the week, there's always seems to be McLarens there, and
Oh, really?
and they're active on that track too, man. They'll be racing around there.
Yeah, I wonder. Now, is that one of those tracks where people have homes built around the track? Is it one of those?
It's not far from houses, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just wonder if maybe everybody lives in a neighborhood near the track because just happens to be McLaren owners, probably.
Probably,
Them.
probably, yeah.
McLaren owners hardly clocked in. The other ones have to drive to work.
Yeah. That's a good car. Ooh, like this one. Color on this is great. This was taken last year, and this looks like this is in California. Yeah. Yeah, this is on his trip last year when he went out to California and shot a bunch of cars over a few days.
Oh yeah.
The
Nice.
color on that's great. Kind of that egg yolk. It's almost like an egg yolk yellow.
I see
Sometime.
so many Porsches, man. So
Yeah.
many.
Yeah. That's a beautiful car.
It's kind of interesting too because I've been trying to keep up with the new C8 Corvette.
Uh-huh.
What an interesting time to launch a car like that finally, and now you
Wow,
have
yeah.
a whole shutdown,
Mm-hmm.
and how it's really affecting the launch of a lot of these new vehicles, man.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, I don't know. I don't know how many they were planning on selling. I mean, they could sell as many as they could make at this point, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Even now, yeah, because people are still excited to get it. But
Yeah.
I watched one guy's video, and he went from California to Kentucky to pick his up because he wanted to do the whole plant experience and everything, but everything shut down.
Oh man. Yeah, the guy just was one of those guys. Maybe was the guy that's been saving to get a Corvette, like his first Corvette or something.
Yeah. Well, this is one of these YouTube kids, and he's literally a kid. I think he's 20 or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? And he has all these nice cars, and
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys get so many views, and they buy all these exotic cars, and they're not even 21 for
Yeah. Check back when they're 40. See what life's treating them like at that point. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But God bless the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the kid already has cars that I've been saving my life for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even 22.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Already getting his first C8. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. Let me see how much I can save for a down payment on the damn thing.
Yeah. It is crazy, but yeah, it does kind of suck for trying to do that. And I mean, I don't know how many Chevrolet's going to sell. They'll probably sell 15,000 of them. I don't know how many they plan on selling a year, but it's probably 10 to 15,000 a year or something like that, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad Pat's not here because he could probably tell you more about it. But, the car lots are just jam-packed with cars, man. I mean, you keep hearing about all the inventory that they have. Like, it's a huge problem right now for the car business. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And around here, I think Pat was saying in Arizona, car dealers are considered essential. And it is here, too. I mean, now all the car dealers now are saying, you can, we're essential business. We've created a touch-free experience where you don't even, you can do everything online. We'll deliver the car to you. If you need service, call us. We'll come pick up your car. All that stuff. So it is crazy. Yeah, I think car dealers in most states are considered essential. But even with that, they're still. I mean, sales are way down. I would imagine on that kind of stuff. So, so do you have any idea, Pat, how many C8s are going to be expected to be built and sold? Have you heard anything? on
Don't
that?
have a clue. I mean, I think they typically make a ton of them,
Yeah,
so they might delay production a little bit, but I'm sure it'll still be
yeah.
a huge number.
Or sell as many as they plan on making, probably. I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it might be they might cut production a little bit for the next year or whatever,
Yeah.
but I imagine they'll ramp it right back up. And I think there always ends up with a little bit of the base model sitting around. Just typically, that kind of happens
Hmm.
because they'll have the ZR1 and Z06 or whatever coming out eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
It's the Corollas and the Camrys and the Hyundais and stuff that are starting to pile up on the lot now because people aren't
Yeah.
buying those. They've got an extra 50,000 of them sitting around instead of an extra 500. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole collector car market doesn't seem like it's slowed down a whole lot. Maybe prices are down a little bit, but like I
Yeah.
said, the people in McLarens and stuff, I drop by there and shoot those cars and stuff, and they're still moving some cars, and I see people coming in, looking for stuff.
Mhm.
They're like appointment only, no touch, kind of showroom and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
They don't want people just coming in taking pictures for Instagram and that kind of stuff, but they're still open and working and servicing people's cars and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their business model probably hasn't changed that much because they were kind of
yeah,
appointment only anyway. So
Yeah,
more or less. Yeah.
they're just dealing with a different level of clientele.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
if you're if you're already in the market for a $200,000 vehicle, that's probably not affected you too much. You're probably
Yeah.
still,
yeah,
it's just making it easier for you. Actually, it's
Yeah, and I would say the very cheapest car they have there is 200.
Yeah.
And then it's like the 720s go up to about 4. So they and even the used stuff they have in there for the most part, they get trade-ins, but they'll be like a Ferrari or Lamborghini or new Porsche. So those get to like around 100, 150, something like that. But
hmm
yeah, I mean, like those people aren't going to be hurt too bad, and there's probably deals to be had right now too.
yeah, yeah.
So if you have the money, if you have millions sitting in your bank account, and you're not worried about it being an endless, shutdown, then it might be a good time. It's like, yeah, what the hell? Why not? Roads are empty. I can actually drive this thing.
Yeah, that's true. Buy the car and actually drive it on the road.
Yeah.
Without sitting in traffic. Yeah.
although I haven't seen driving around Scottsdale, I haven't seen as many exotic cars, period, driving around as I used to. But that's not saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those guys that broke the cross country record too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, really? I
it's a
didn't
good time to do it.
the cannonball run type of thing.
Yep.
What did they do it in?
Like 26 and 40.
Wow.
Is it
That's
like
always-
from Huntington Beach to somewhere? Right? Is that where they?
It's always like New York to LA.
New York to
typically.
LA, I think. Yeah.
26 hours, huh?
Times Square to some pier or something, probably.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And what kind of car was it?
I don't know. I think a Mercedes or something.
Okay.
As you say, that's the thing. You wouldn't want to do it in like a McLaren because
No.
you
Yeah.
have to get deep.
No,
you
you'd
have
want
to have a
something
big
that
tank.
they could go 150, no problem, and was comfortable. Yeah, you could sleep in the back seat.
Yeah.
It's like an AMG or something.
Yeah, some sort of like V8 sedan that can do 150 or so. But
Yeah. And
You got
one
a
person
big
sleeping
gas
in the
tank.
back, the other person driving, and out they go. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just a
And also
Chevy
you kind of
Suburban, for Christ's sake. Yeah, something with some space. Hell, a minivan for Christ's sake. Give me something with
something.
space where you can
something
swap drivers,
gray.
and not even stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wouldn't think you'd want something that's too flashy. I mean, you're going to get attention if they see you, regardless if you're going like 150 on the freeway. But if you can kind of keep it a little more low key at your high speeds,
Yeah.
Yeah. A 4-door sedan in a lighter color. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Light gray, silver. Yeah. With
Silver gray, yeah.
with plastic hub covers. Get rid of the fancy wheel.
And
Some of these cars are getting really creative, though. I mean, just some of the more, your Mustangs, some of the Dodges that I've seen.
Mhm.
I like some of these new schemes they're coming out with, these new paint schemes. I know locally I've seen some pretty interesting wraps happening as well. Some pretty cool stuff happening out there with cars,
Mhm.
man, for sure.
Yeah. That's well, yeah. I mean, the wraps. That's a thing now. You can just wrap and then change it the next year if you want a different wrap. You just take it off and put a new one on.
Are you seeing it? Am I just seeing stuff? But it seems like they're getting more creative with multiple textures on
Yeah.
on more vehicles now, and that to me really pops off the page right there, man.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, I think Mercedes for sure, and I think a couple other manufacturers. I know that, like, you can do, like special order stuff, but like Mercedes and BMW actually offer matte paint from the factory now.
Yeah.
In a couple colors.
So but you're able to combine like the matte with the super shiny, like tops of stuff, or maybe the regular standard shiny kind of paint with just a matte hood and a matte. It's just the mixing of these textures is really kind of interesting.
Like you said, Dodge for sure has done that. I mean, they've done that since like the 60s, kind of on and off. But that's kind of a big thing with the muscle cars, to have like the matte black hood and decals, on the fenders and whatnot. But but yeah, you see a lot of these exotics, like there'd be, McLarens and Lamborghinis and stuff that it'll just be like a blue, but it's actually a wrap, and the car underneath is black or red or whatever. But it just looks like paint, nothing too crazy. But just someone wanted to change the color and, be able to change it back when they want to. And it's pretty good that way.
Only a few $1,000 and you get a new color. Oh.
Yeah. You can, like I said, you can reverse it easy too without, because people like, reselling, people are always going to want the original paint, even on something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, cool. Good show, guys.
I have a question.
Yes.
It's about Flickr. I was thinking of changing my webpage, and so I'm going to pay $60 a year for it. And I was thinking of going on to Flickr. But does Flickr allow you to have your own personal email address, or like jamesbonephotography.com?
No.
So you can't do business cards with an email on it.
You could put all you could do, you could do a business card and you'd have to put your Flickr. Well, if you were a pro, I think
I bought a domain name and it redirects to Flickr.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you can just do that. Just buy a domain name and have it just automatically redirect.
Yeah, so register a domain name and then just, for $12 or whatever at Google, and then just have it redirect to your Flickr page.
Yeah.
Or you could even have your like a landing page that has like your contact info, and then like a gallery link where you click it and then it takes you to Flickr or something too.
Yeah. But you can't do it. You can't do your own page on Flickr directly. I don't even know if you could, even as a pro. It might have your name. It might be flickr.com/your name.
Yeah, you can do that. Like, I finally switched mine to where you just, and like Joe, I know I had that for a long time.
Yeah.
But you just type in now, it's like flickr.com/user Desert Motors or whatever.
Yeah.
But
probably. I don't know. I'm coming up on that. I'm gonna get rid of my pro subscription here pretty soon, probably.
Every month I get the little bill. I'm like, why am I paying for this?
Yeah. Oh man, I must have did that 5 or 6 times, and then finally I cut it out now a couple of months ago, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, they sent me the thing now that my photos are locked or whatever the hell, but
and that's the thing, is like, what's the cutoff? 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah.
I think I have like 2,000 something up there. Every time I get the bill, I'm like, I just need to post more, and then at least it'll be worth it, because I actually do get a fair amount of people looking at it and probably finding my other stuff from it. But I mean, there's only been maybe a couple times where I've got business out of it, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
And I mean, I post on there typically like maybe once every couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of stupid.
Yeah. It went from $25, now it's $50, now it's going up to $60, right? Is that what it's going to be the next time? $60
for a year.
Is there a free site that you can put?
Yeah, you can do free, and it's limited to 1,000 images, and you get ads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what you're getting, right, Joe? Yeah.
Yeah, I get. I'm trying to see how many Oh, okay. I've got. Well, it says I've got 824 photos on here. So.
Okay.
So I'm just under the limit now.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to get rid of a couple hundred on mine, I think. I mean, and I don't post every photo I take up there. So, yeah, I can probably eliminate 50 of the older ones, 100 of the oldest ones, and be good. Yeah. Be well under the limit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've got until July. July 25th, I think, is when my
Oh, okay.
pro expires. So
It still
Okay.
is a decent. Flickr's still a decent place for me to do research. If I,
oh yeah,
for portraits. But you know,
But when you want people to find you, what's the connection?
when I what?
If someone like I want to see photographs of you took, right? How would I go to your domain and check out?
I can't quite understand him.
how are you asking? How do they find you on Flickr?
Yeah, if I wanted to find you, Joe, on Flickr to look at some pictures, but I didn't know any web pages, how would I find you? What's the key word?
You know what? I don't know. I don't really use Flickr like that anymore. It's been ages.
Yeah.
Joe D, it would come
Yeah.
up.
I really don't know. Is that how you do it? Can you find it?
Yeah, I think you're like in the first response or one of them, and I just know what yours is.
Okay.
Yeah,
With mine, I mean, my name, I have a pretty unusual last name, so mine, you can find me pretty easy. But then also Desert Motors, if you search that, it comes up pretty quick too.
yeah,
So
I guess Joe D with a period or Joe D photography possibly.
yeah.
You should see.
Yeah,
my-
you can type in like Joe D in the search, and then there's a people tab, and you can see all the people named Joe D.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, you come up, you're there, and if you just do and if you just do photos, if you just search Joe D under photos, you've got one of yours come up in the, no, everyone's photos. No, it's a little farther down. It was saying from people I follow. Yeah, obviously, it's gonna show up. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Joe D photography. I don't know how yeah. But yeah, it's Flickr's changed a lot in the last few years. It's kind of a shame because there really isn't anything else. Yeah, if you type in Joe D photography, it comes up.
okay.
You're the second one, Joe, after some guy calls him JPD photography.
Oh,
Screw that guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, well, out of all the people that come up, Joe, you were the oldest member. September 2006, you joined. So you're the OG.
I'm the OG Joe
Yeah,
D.
You're the OG Joe D. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I started posting on Flickr pretty quickly after getting a camera. That's for sure.
Mhm.
But now I personally get a lot of ads for Amazon. Amazon's like they want you to post all your photos on there, and there's still Google. Google Photos
Yeah.
is still a place where you can slap a lot of stuff up there for.
Yeah.
I actually was just thinking about getting a SmugMug like pro account, but that's quite a bit more expensive. But the thing is, you can actually do like people can order prints,
Mm-hmm.
from you.
But
And
those
then
are the people
they-
that bought Flickr.
Yeah. And so but through that website, they can order prints directly, so you don't have to deal with any of it. And they order it, gets shipped to them, and you get your cut of it and whatever. You can actually choose how much you want to charge and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I do Zenfolio. It's just the same as my one.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to rather than pay the 60 because I don't really use it for its full potential.
Yeah, they're both up, similar pricing, I guess, depending on the level of stuff you want to get. So, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, good show, guys. Appreciate it. Everybody showing up. Stay at home. Wash your hands. Don't talk to anybody. And
Yeah, don't talk. Yeah,
Don't take candy from strangers.
yeah. Don't take candy from. Yes. Yes. Don't take candy from strangers, especially if they already licked it. Yeah.
yeah, another good thing. Yeah.
No,
No pre-licked candy.
Yeah.
That's probably wise information. That's probably wise anytime.
Anytime, right? Yeah. Even without this, exactly.
No pre-licked candy. Yeah.
don't tell me how to live my life.
I'm American. I die the way I want to die.
That's right.
I just watched Waco. I just watched that series on Netflix there, Waco.
Oh, of the Branch Davidians? Is that what that was about? Oh, man.
Yeah, just
There's
watched.
some knocked out people there.
Yeah, it was very interesting the way that thing went down. But yeah, this is America. You know,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay away from people.
Peace out.
And we'll see you later.
Man.
Yeah, there you go. I'll give you a call tomorrow, Jimmy.